What's up everyone, welcome to this POV review by Autotop.nl. My name is Max and well, we're in the south of Germany again, our favorite place in the world. All those great tuners are here and one of the tuners we've been visiting the longest is MTM. And that means that we're near Ingolstadt, near the Audi factory. Lovely surroundings, beautiful roads, and well, we've got an old friend right here because we drove this car about a year ago with 465 horsepower, and you can check out the POV review up here. That's sort of a stage 1 version, 465 horsepower. That was really quick, really nice, lovely car, lovely sound, 5-cylinder, always great to drive. But what happens if you add 150 horsepower? This is the stage 3 sort of version of the TTRS by MTM, and well, it has 610 horsepower now and 680 Newton meters. So let's check out the engine. There it is, really hot. 5-cylinder, of course, stock 400 horsepower, 480 Newton meters, and well, they have changed quite a bit. Free flow air intake, free flow downpipe, modified turbo, stainless steel, exhaust system with valve control, and they have remapped the ECU, fuel injection and boost to work with all those hardware changes to deliver 610 horsepower and 680 Newton meters of torque. It is quite insane. It is really loud, it is really fast, it is really cool. Spec wise, if you have seen the previous video, you know that it's Nardo Grey, you know that it has MTM Motorsport Nardo Edition wheels. I really love those wheels, actually, with Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. Pretty much the best tires there are if you have a road like this and weather like this. They are really sticky. No ceramic brakes though, so that's kind of a negative for me, especially because the top speed of this car is above 326 kilometers an hour. So yeah, that's really crazy. Huge oval exhaust pipes and an MTM sticker. Check out MTM Cars on Instagram. Follow them if you want to stay updated on stuff they're doing. All right, let's start it up. Woo, that's loud. Really recognizable sound. That 5-cylinder. All right, we'll start in comfort. Okay, we have a little remote here. So this for the exhaust. 1 is open, 2 is closed. That's a big difference. Cool. All right, let's go. Okie dokie. Drive. In case you're wondering what this is, it's a little LCD display. That's for the Haldex differential, so I'll come to that later. But just for your information, so you don't wonder what that is during the review. All right. So let's just start driving regularly in comfort. It's not really comfortable, I have to say, because this car has a KW V3 suspension kit, which means that it has adjustable ride height, and bounce and rebound control. It's 40 millimeters lower than a standard TTRS at this point, but the ride height is adjustable, as I said, so you can actually set up this car, the suspension of it, for daily driving, make it a bit more comfortable, make it a bit higher. Yeah, so that is really cool about this suspension kit. You can actually really adjust it a lot, but you have to do it beforehand. So this is quite firm, quite low, and quite nice, really. Not complaining at all. All right, so let's open the windows a bit for that lovely sound and put it in dynamic mode. Gearbox, manual. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Okay, so this is where the good part of the road really starts. Let's close the windows, no wind noise, because this is really, really fast. 610 horsepower. That's as much as an Audi R8 V10 Plus in a TT. That's insane. It has a very high turbo boost, so you have a bit of a turbo gap, a bit of lag, and then the turbo kicks in. Oh, and it just goes like it goes like crazy. So as I said, we drove the stage 1 version about a year ago with 465 horsepower, and that version is much more linear. That's much more a stock TTRS with some extra power. It's still very civilized, if you will. This is not civilized. You really have to plan ahead, look ahead, and, you know, choose the right moment to floor it, because it will surprise you, this turbo. It is very, very old school turbo, I would say, and that's really great, actually. Oh, man, that is impressive. Okay, let's turn around. No, we're not going to turn around. We're going to do a launch control. So let's put it in S, and the traction control in sport. All right, full throttle. Oh man! Woo! So they have a different version as well with 552 horsepower, which did 3.3 seconds to 100. This has an extra 60 horsepower, so yeah, it is ridiculous. We are going to take it to the Autobahn later on, don't worry. We'll do that tonight when it's a bit less busy and we can check out the performance. But I really like this car. I really like the concept of this car. I think that this 5-cylinder is still, you know, with that naturally aspirated V10, those two engines are, you know, they are the gems of the Audi RS lineup. They are insane. They have so much character, and they are pretty much the only two engines with any character, but they have loads of it. And because this now sort of feels so old school with that big turbo and that 5-cylinder. It feels a bit 80s turbocharger, Audi Quattro Rally Group B type thing, and that is really cool. Alright, we'll turn around here. So this little display, as you can see, it's working now. It turns on when you switch off the traction control or put it in sport mode. You can actually, it's a touchscreen, and you can adjust the Haldex control. So I can use this to increase or decrease the amount of slip. And you don't really, you can't really do anything with it in this weather. It's more for, you know, heavy rain or even snow. That's when this system really helps, and it does send some more power to the back than standard. So MTM also changes that for you, so you get a bit more rear-wheel drive feel. The car becomes a bit more neutral, a bit less understeered, and it also has. They also changed the brake balance to the rear a bit more. What else can you do? Yeah, I don't really understand anything of it. I don't really understand what it does, or I know what it does, but I don't know what this system, how this works. So I'm not going to touch it, but it is really cool that you can get that. And I really like that MTM goes that far. They really go that far to improve this car. Oh, man. Mr. Meyer, the founder, started as an employee of Audi, working on the 5-cylinder engine at Audi in the 80s, I think. And the fact that Audi still builds this, and the fact that, you know, MTM still tunes this 5-cylinder engine with so much experience is just, I really like that. And I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I really like that it feels so old school. Handling is improved a lot as well. As I said, it's lower. It has those lovely sticky Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, those Nardo wheels. It's a bit more firm. It's a bit less understeered. I mean, this car is improved a lot, and that's handling wise, because I always felt like the TTRS was a bit disappointing handling wise. It's not sharp enough for a sports coupe, and it is now. But what's really crazy is that this car has a power to weight ratio, the stock one, of 3.7 kilos per horsepower. Okay, this car weighs 1465 kilos. With this power, with 610 horsepower, that goes to 2.4 kilos per horsepower. So that's 1.3 kilos per horsepower less than stock. That's insane, and it's higher than the power to weight ratio than an R8 V10 Plus, because that weighs 1530 kilos and has also 610 horsepower. But this has more Newton-meter. This has more torque. Oh my god. I would love to have some ceramic brakes though, but MTM also have those for this car. So if you tune your car to this degree, please get yourself some ceramic brakes, because you are going to need them, and you'll thank me later. Trust me. Oh man. Alrighty, let's take it to the Autobahn, because this thing is way too fast for this road, and I'm really interested to see how this car goes over there. So let's go. Alrighty, here we are, the German Autobahn, unrestricted and still quite busy, unfortunately. So I'm going to see if I can find some space to do a cool run, to do a good run. This thing is insanely fast. I just got new specs from MTM and it's actually 612 horsepower and 712 Newton meters. That is insane. All right, there's no one behind me, so I'm just going to get some room here. There we go. Oh man, that is quick. Holy moly, that's 200 already. Let's see how far we can go. That's 271. Woo! A little more room to play. 3.1 seconds to 100, 9.8 seconds to 200. That is insane. Oh, let's go. 287. That's 300 and 2, 3, 4. Oh my god! In a TT. Woo! That is exciting. Let me tell you, that KW suspension is quite firm. Oh man! Get in there. What a phenomenal car. Oh. And it is a lot less busy than before. My god. Woo! That KW suspension is quite firm, but still, it is doable. And as I said, if you drive a lot on the Autobahn, you can actually adjust the suspension, the bounce, the rebound, the ride height. So if you would heighten it a bit and, you know, make it a bit more compliant, I think this would be an insane Autobahn cannon. People often call the TT or the TT-RS sort of a mini R8. Well, it's not. MTM have made a mini R8, 304 with a TT. How cool is that? And it could go much, much further. As you know, 326, something like that is the top speed. I would love to take this car to our regular spot. I mean, this is not an ideal Autobahn, but still very, very, very impressive. Very impressive stuff by MTM. So, it's a bit of a short one, but we have to record some more stuff, and as you can see, the sun is almost going down. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, you can check out this Autobahn POV of this car. And if you want to see another POV review, you can check out this playlist. Subscribe if you haven't yet. You'll be really supporting us. Follow us on social media, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye guys.